Hey everyone, my name is Daniel with Honey Baba Kids, and today we will be learning about the yes space in a Montessori setting. But hey, before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of the content that we post. That's all for you. Also, don't forget to stick to the end so that you learn what the yes space is and how to set one up. So, for those who don't know much about the yes space or even the Montessori, we're gonna talk about it, what it is, how to set one up, and the benefits of it, and why you should set one up. For the yes space, it's an area designated for our baby, whether it's in a living room or in the baby's room. It's just an area that we can spare at home that we can dedicate for our baby. This yes space is a space that we are going to organize for our baby, and it's going to be designated for our baby or toddler, because this goes from very early when they're a baby until later in their childhood. So this area is for our babies so that they can explore freely, they can interact with their environment freely, and they can also play with different activities that we will have set up in the Montessori space. One thing that is distinguishable about the yes space is that we as parents will avoid saying no, don't do that, don't touch that, or be careful. So the yes space is this area where we are going to baby proof. We are going to prepare the activities for our baby so that they can play and they can learn without being interrupted and without being told not to do this or do that. The yes space, we should consider our child's needs, abilities, and interests, because this space is designed for them to explore, to move, and to learn without being interrupted and with little supervision. But before that, we must ensure also the safety of our child. We must remove obstacles that could also interfere with the learning. One way to do this is to remove all possible hazards and objects that are clearly visible to us in this space that could cause a potential hazard for them. Another way to do this as well is to get down at the baby's level or baby's height, crouch down, and observe any obstacles that you could see, things that they could grab that could also endanger our babies. Don't forget also to cover all electrical outlets, because remember, safety is the top priority of our baby, especially because in this space they get little supervision. But don't forget, you still have to supervise your baby, because that's our job as a parent. You might be wondering, well, why a yes space? Why is it important to have a yes space? Why should I make a yes space? And the answer is simple. Well, a yes space can lead to concentration and better learning. For example, order and simplicity are the key components for your baby for better learning and better focus. You want this yes space to be uncluttered for many obstacles or objects or unnecessary things that might overwhelm your baby. Also, it leads to encouragement of independence. In this space, the baby is encouraged or should be encouraged to take actions of their own and take ownership of their space. Also, because everything is laid out at the baby's level so that they can reach and organize in a way that they can reach, touch, grab, and do as such, they don't need our supervision or our intervention to help them with something, because they can do them on their own. It also fosters creativity, because the baby can explore, can play, and they can get into pretend play and create a lot of things where that can develop their imagination while they're playing in this space. And as the Montessori approach says, babies learn better with exploration and self-discovery. So how to create a yes space? There isn't really a single rule on how to create a yes space. Just choose a space at home that your baby can be safe, that has very little traffic, and really any space that our home or even apartment allows us to. You can choose a room in the baby's or the child's bedroom or nursery. You can choose also a space in the living room, or you can choose just any space at home. Make sure to select baby size furniture and or low shelves where you're going to set up different activities, and everything is going to be at the baby's reach level. Setting up simple activities for your baby, make sure that you don't select way too many activities or too many toys, otherwise it's going to be overwhelming for your baby. Make sure to select at least 5 activities, and then you're going to rotate these toys and activities over time, or when you observe that your child or baby is no longer interested in the activity. As per the Montessori approach, try to avoid playpens, cribs, or baby boxes that constrict the baby's or child's movement. You can have an open space with a play mat or even a mattress for them to move around and play when they're babies and they're starting to move. Once they grow and they're older and they can move and run, it could be a space in the living room where they can be around and play with their activities and toys. For the activities and the toys, try to choose natural materials such as wooden toys, also FDA silicone-free toys, stocking toys, as well as activities that can be even made at home. These activities can involve either fabrics, you could do maybe beans in a bag so they can feel it for texture. You can put beans in the bottle and so they can shake and hear the sounds. Really, it could be any activity that comes to mind. For those activities that we have, make sure to check this video that shows one activity that you can implement as well. So just to recap, a yes space is just a space in our home or apartment where our baby or child can play, move freely, and interact with their environment freely and independently without being told no by the parent. Don't do that, don't do this, be careful. Or with us intervening in during their activities and their learning. We must avoid this at all costs. However, we should always supervise our babies or child, as they will always need supervision of some sort, but do not intervene. If you want to learn more about the Montessori or even how to create yes space, this is a good book that we recommend, The Montessori Baby by Simone Davis and Junifa Usodek or Usodike. We apologize for the pronunciation that we're not really sure. However, this is a really book that you should grab and start reading, that will give you a very good insight on what to do and how to create a Montessori space at home. Also, if you're interested in one of our wooden toys activities for babies, make sure to check the link below.